Yeah, hi folks. Now I really don't know what to make of Australia anymore. It used to be our beacon of light, but not so much these days. I remember when Kiwis used to flock there for work and freedom, real freedom. But sadly, these days, all I see is brutal police thugs, especially in Victoria, under Comrade Dan's dictatorship. Anyway, I'll start this off today with the Victorian Police Commissioner.
We have seen throughout the day variously a journalist attacked numerous times. We've seen 3 police officers injured. That's totally unacceptable. You cannot come in and break the law. We will hold you to account and we will focus on community safety.
So his police protect journalists and focus on community safety.
He just comes at me and pointed at my face.
They just started spraying everyone. There was so much media there, and I reckon so many people from the media just got sprayed. We were just covering what was happening, and they just started spraying everyone.
Today you're actually working for mainstream media?
Yeah, for the Age.
And
It makes no difference with the police, my friend. They just looked at me, aimed at me, and they just went for it. I worked all over. I worked in Latin America, Asia, you name it. You know what? I've been in Latin America, in Chile, when there's riot police, when they see the full riot police coming towards you, you just lift your camera, show your media card, and they don't even touch you. Here, move, you felt it.
get it. So he's just literally targeted the media. Why are they arresting journalists? So there you have a journalist in Melbourne, Australia, being arrested for doing his job.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, very, very safe.
Have a watch now. I'm going to give you a little teaser of one of many examples of horrific violence perpetrated by police. As we were leaving one of the scenes, a police officer violently pushes from the distance, looked like a 70-year-old woman. And as she's on the ground, they spray her with pepper spray. You can see in the beginning, she was no threat to anyone, let alone.
Police won't be punished over the violent arrest of a father while he was suffering a mental health episode in Epping. Shocking footage showed officers stomping on the man's head and hitting him with their car.
Hard to watch.
Am I witnessing this?
32-year-old Tim was stomped in the head and rammed with a patrol car in Epping last year.
Tim's reaction was one of shock and bewilderment.
The father of 3, agitated and distressed after waiting 19 hours for mental health treatment at the Northern Hospital. Today, the state's corruption watchdog found police acted lawfully, saying the victim's actions had the potential to endanger himself, members of the community and the officers involved.
My reaction was one of disbelief.
Whoa!
A warning. The video you're about to watch is confronting, but the world needs to see it. So please, watch it and share it with everyone you know. Then head over to yemenireport.com and sign up so I can send you the rest of what's really happening on our streets right now in Melbourne, Australia. As thousands of unarmed, mostly construction workers, marched Melbourne streets in protest of the world's longest and harshest lockdown, they suddenly found themselves confronted by an armoured vehicle operated by a counter-terrorism squad backed by hundreds of riot police. Live now in Melbourne, this is what's happening. This is for our health. In Melbourne, live now. They've separated the groups. firing tear gas. It just suddenly kicked off. There are hundreds of riot police now. The crowd is separated. Half have gone that way, the other half in there. Yep. Come out of the way. And we've just seen what has unfolded here, where riot police in an armoured vehicle that they have not deployed till now in protest. In fact, I've covered protests here for years and haven't seen that. That was meant to be counter-terrorism, I believe. And now they are marching towards the crowd again to engage them, unprovoked. There was zero violence from protesters. Let's make that clear. There was no violence from protesters.
Wow, she looks like a young girl.
Five people arresting one man. Wow. No way. Amazing. Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
This is one of many construction workers injured by the unprovoked police violence on Melbourne Street. He'd been shot in that counter-terror police assault we just witnessed with this rubber bullet. His head is bleeding, and the man is clearly struggling to breathe from the tear gas and violent arrest.
Wow, he's getting the crap beaten out of him. Sorry guys, that was Communist China. For failing to provide a name and address, and she was arrested for that, and it took 5 cops to arrest her. Yes, it took 5 cops to arrest one old woman. But let's not forget this one.
Look, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings, but there is rubbish everywhere. Let's start with this.
Guys are doing this. Yeah, you can show me your search warrant before you go through my house.
You're the occupied or
Yeah, I own this house.
There it is. There's a search warrant.
Search warrant for what?
Now, what I will explain to you is if you want to listen, you got your phone going?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Right. Now, you're under arrest in relation to incitement.
Incitement?
Yeah. Now, you're not obliged to say or do anything, but anything you say or do may be given evidence.
Excuse me, incitement for what? What on earth? Excuse me, what on earth?
Just put your phone down.
Can you, record this? I'm in my pyjamas.
What's this?
Ultrasound in an hour.
Yeah, she's pregnant, so...
I'll take it easy.
What's this about?
I have an ultrasound
Just let me finish.
in an hour.
Let me finish and I'll explain. It's in relation to a Facebook post, in relation to a lockdown protest you put on for Saturday.
Yeah, and I wasn't breaking any laws by doing that.
You are actually. You are breaking all. That's why I'm arresting you in relation to
In
insult.
front
How
of
can
my
you
children,
arrest her?
In
That's...
front of my 2 children.
Can't you just say to her, take the post down? Like, come
I'm
on.
happy to delete the post. This is ridiculous.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I have to give you these caution rights. You understand?
Yeah, that's
You're
fine.
not-
Like, I'm
you're
happy
not
to
obliged
delete
say
the post.
do
This is
anything.
ridiculous. Like,
Anything you
this is
say
in
do
front of me. That's
may be
fine.
giving evidence. You understand that?
Yeah, that's fine. But my 2 kids are here. I have an ultrasound in an hour. Like, I'm happy to
Let me
delete
finish.
the post.
You also have the right to communicate with or to communicate with a legal practitioner. You understand those rights?
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is a bit unfair. Come on, mate.
No,
What about she just doesn't do the event? Like, it's not like she's done it.
Well,
she made a
already
post.
committed the offence. So I'm not going to.
So that's an offence.
Now, the search warrant entitles us, and we're required to seize any computers, any mobile devices you have. Seize any computers and
That's fine. Can I just
let me finish? Let me finish. Any mobile telephone you've got, okay? So what we want is any mobile telephone you've got.
It's actually my sister's phone. It's not
Yeah,
mine.
it's her sister's.
Doesn't matter. Any device in this house we're taking.
This is
Well,
ridiculous.
you're not taking my phone.
I'm taking any device, mate.
That's my phone. It's nothing to do with her. It's my phone.
Well, thankfully, I'm not the only Australian who thinks this is appalling, disgusting and disgraceful. A pregnant woman forced into tears, handcuffed in her pyjamas in front of her children. I think it's in Ballarat for quote-unquote incitement. The only person guilty of incitement is the Premier of Victoria. And his outlandish grab for power, his disdain of any accountability, is forcing people to behaviour simply designed to take back their freedom. This woman is a victim of the inexcusable and unlimited powers given to the Victorian police. Everyone knew it had come to this. You can only push people so far. Wherein lies the violence in what you've just seen? The verbal and intimidatory behaviour towards a pregnant mother is a form of violence the like of which no Australian will tolerate. Go, Daniel Andrews, and go tonight.
But sadly, Comrade Dan is still there a year later. Now surely Victorians are not going to tolerate this guy much longer. And what's Scott Morrison saying about this? Nothing. Oh, that's right. He's more interested in being the new climate change czar.